Hello, hello, everyone. Welcome to another Sip and Chill. Tugs is just away from the desk at the moment. I just saw this and I kind of wanted to see this. But I think her little avatar includes a cute little kitty. So let's just remove these. Oh my god! Oh my gosh, that is so cute. Or I guess it looks more like Vinny. So, yes, Tugs will be back here soon. She is here in spirit as of right now. As some of you might know, Tugs was in a car accident last week, and so she has created thus a cute little avatar, which I think her chat kind of pushed her to do. Because I mean, if you can't show your face, why not this? I've used it many a time when I was sick, and I think it's kind of a nice way to interact or have some sort of representation of who you are. I can't believe I just said representation. Oh my God. Ugh. But you know what I mean, chat. You know what I mean. And yes, I think she looks good. She looks too fancy to be at a office like that, but that's just me. I think she's ready to go to a ball or something. So yeah, yeah. Nightmare. She is as good as she can be after a car accident. If you haven't seen yet, I can show you. These pictures are not lovely, unfortunately. Are lovely Tugs. I don't know if she's actually said what happened to her, but she got an accident, and this is you know, it's a thing. It's a thing. So this was her car accident. This is her car back last week, and yeah, it's damaged. Does Tugs have a tail? No. Yeah, she did get T-boned. So on the passenger side, which I am very happy that she did not. I repeat, did not get, deathly injured, but I'm quite sure that she is not feeling her tip-top shape. I know she posted another picture of, maybe it was only on Instagram. She posted another picture of her car post picking up a lot of stuff. Yeah, it's a lot of damage. She's not feeling the best, and I know she said she got she keeps finding new bruises, pains. Like every time you're in an accident like that, you do have the whiplash injuries. So your neck, your shoulders, your back. So I know she's definitely feeling it. Excuse me. And yes, she is here, but she is in a meeting as of right now. So yeah. Oh, look, she's waving. Oh, so cute. So cute. I will maybe wait on some of these, but I will say this. Thank you, Psychotic Mongoose, for gifting 5 Poor Choices memberships. That's 5 new green names in the chat, which we appreciate. So thank you so much, Psychotic. Let's see who we have here. Smallville Man, D-Day, Psychotic, Nightmare, Shield Wall, Cavitano. What's up, everyone? Tara Crystal, LDT, Cajun, Hokies, Spaceman. So thank you guys for being here. And then when Tugs is ready to join us, she will. In the meantime, let's take a look at, well, I know how much she hates Taylor Swift. So let's take a look at this. This is a nice little warmer upper. I thought this was really funny. Whether it's real or not, I'm going to let you decide. I don't think it's real. But let's just see what this lovely lady has to say about her husband.
I'm divorcing my husband because he booed Taylor Swift at the Super Bowl, and I still don't think he believes me, to be honest, but he might want to start because I just filed my paperwork at the courthouse, and you can see right here the date of separation is this year's Super Bowl. I'm not just doing this because of the action of booing. I am doing this because of everything that it represents in our relationship. I have loved Taylor Allison Swift since I was 12 years old. My husband even likes her too. Like, he'll put on her music when we're cooking together. He has a favorite song. It's Girl at Home. But we were at the Super Bowl. It was me, him, and 5 of his buddies. And when they put Taylor up on the Jumbotron, all of his buddies started booing, and my husband joined in. And that just tells me everything I need to know about that man, because he didn't care that that would hurt my feelings.
Okay. The fact that she wants to serve divorce papers because he booed at freaking Taylor Swift. I'm giving her the Taylor Swift side right now. I think it's very interesting seeing how some women, or I guess even men, if you want to bring that up, gay relationships, but these women will think the biggest facet of the relationship, the meaning of their relationship, if you offend them in any way by a boo, that is terms for separation, divorce, breakups, doesn't matter. Is Taylor Swift a part of your relationship that much that you would break up because of that? It's pretty crazy, in my opinion.
The Swifties are insane. This is what I mean by their cult. I hope you guys can hear me. I think everything's
Yes, we
working.
can hear you.
Okay, good. And this is when people say like the Swifties are a cult. This is what we mean by it. This girl's probably in her mid-20s, which means she literally grew up with Taylor Swift. So the
That's not your
obsession started young.
identity.
Right. But here's the thing is like she, and I've been there. There's a couple of songs that Taylor Swift has written where I'm like, oh man, I can relate to this. Like, holy crap. Especially her older stuff. But she made this girl not only her whole personality, but I guarantee you sit this girl down. She's like, she saved my life and she got me through whatever, probably a parent's divorce or something, and all of this stuff. And I've loved her since, what did she say, since I was 12. So that's literally her entire life, her most important adolescent years, all of which Taylor Swift was ranting and raving about how men are terrible, taking men to court, this and that and the other, blah, blah, like all of this stuff. So we all know young women especially are very impressionable. Kids are impressionable. And so when you are hitting your formidable teenage years, especially as a girl, like this girl's in your ear, men are this and men are that, and yes, queen, blah, 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 blah. That's also, what, she's doing him a favor though.
And Sissy, I do think this isn't real, but this doesn't mean that this probably maybe might have happened to someone. And I'm thinking there are some people who are indeed that crazy. Like they will pull out their hair just to meet Taylor Swift type of crazy. The Swifties are intense. They're crazy.
They are crazy. She's got crazy eyes too. So there's that. And also here's what I think a lot of the Swifties don't realize is, yes, people were booing her because we're sick and tired of her shit. But also people forget, and for good reason, because she barely talks about it anymore. But Taylor Swift is a Philadelphia Eagles fan. She always has been. She's talked about it, especially in her younger years. Like that was her thing. And so now she's dating, not only in this Super Bowl specifically, she's dating the enemy, right? She's dating a Kansas City Chief. Like even if she wasn't annoying and people were sick of her, people would still boo her because she's dating the other side. She's dating the enemy. She didn't even show up wearing Eagles merchandise, even though you claim to be this Eagles fan. I grew up with the Eagles, blah, 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 blah. Like, no, sit down, ma'am. So that's also why she got booed. So let's calm down, crazy lady. Yeah. Also, is your face okay? Like I got moles, but have you had that checked by a doctor?
She probably just lived with that her whole life. I don't think we should necessarily degrade her for a mole on her face she doesn't want to remove. I'm sorry. But I think there's some people who put their hobbies as their identities. And we've seen that time and time and time again. Like, especially, I guess the thing we can maybe relate to the most are those guys who are so into sports, right? So they build their life around sports every Sunday for football. I don't know what other days people watch sports with, like every evening, every this and that. You go to the bar, et cetera, et cetera. So do I say I'm a gamer, 100% gamer, a life gamer? Would I get offended if someone said something about gaming? I don't think so. And then
the thing is, I don't know. I hope she's not serious.
I don't think she is. I don't think this specific girl is.
I haven't seen any updates, so I honestly don't know if anybody knows.
I don't think it's fake. But it doesn't take away from the fact that there are people out there that I'm sure do this and do get offended quite easily. We've seen it time and time again. People get offended by even their freaking pronouns. So, well, it's
like the Taylor Swift people and the Beyoncés. And we've talked about the K-pop
BTS
fans too. They're all the same. They're all the same crazy. They're all the same level of crazy. I dare anybody who's got bigger balls than me to tweet something negative about Beyonce and watch what happens within like an hour tops. It's the same with this. They're all nuts. Calm down.
Yep. So if we'll see what
he just wanted to fit in with his boys. He didn't even care that that's not even how he actually feels. He just like wanted to look cool, I guess. And that's not a man. That's a boy. And when you see that, you can't really unsee it. So I'm divorcing him. Thankfully, I have a prenup. I'll be retaining all of my assets as well as the assets that I inherited. With peace and love, he probably will not be returning to the Super Bowl anytime soon. So that's one less booer for you, Taylor. I love you. I'm divorcing.
Yikes.
He's a boy because he wanted to fit in with his boys. But maybe he's actually just trying to acquiesce to you too. Have you thought of that? You can like
Right.
one song from an artist and not like the artist. I'm just putting it out there.
Right.
Okay. I don't
It
like
doesn't
Blake
mean that he likes,
Lively,
and also,
but I
right,
like A Simple Favor. Such a good
right?
movie.
Gossip Girl. Yeah, buddy.
Oh my God. We just watched that movie. Holy
It's
crap. I
so
forgot how good
good.
it is.
The Simple
Forgot
Favor
about
is honestly really good. I
Yeah.
like that movie a lot. I don't know how they're gonna do with the sequel.
Another Simple Favor. I'm kind of excited for it.
Right?
Which is why we were
Okay.
rewatching it. So, yes. This girl needs to get an identity that is not a pop star. So,
Yeah.
yep. I didn't want to read this because I wanted you to hear this with me. Cajun Corey for
Oh,
5
no.
says, I made a joke about chemistry, but there was no reaction. Anyway, tonight's drinks, Sugarland's mint chocolate chip sipping cream.
Ooh, does it taste like a Girl Scout cookie, the Thin Mints?
Ooh,
Because if it does, I'm gonna go buy some, right?
that
Yeah, oh
sounds
no, I'm not,
good.
because I live in a small town and the liquor store is closed.
I
So
want
never mind.
cheesecake. I've been dying
And
for
I don't have a
cheesecake.
car. Wait, never mind.
Oh, I hope you.
It's
It's
fine.
too bad you didn't get a rental or something. Ugh.
Yeah, apparently that's my bad, because apparently the coverage that I have doesn't include a rental, but I don't know about her coverage. I would need to talk about. I would probably need to find that out. I don't know if I
Well,
want to, but
I when you get into accidents, you learn about what the coverage actually means.
I know,
Yeah.
right? It's crazy.
Yeah. I made sure I got rental coverage after an
I
accident
have
too.
amazing coverage for like if I were to be at fault and injuries and stuff. I've got amazing coverage on that because I made sure like I'm not paying nothing out of pocket for
Mhm,
these people.
mhm.
Like if something would be vice versa. So I have a major coverage on that, but somehow I missed the rental part of it. That's fine.
That sucks. I feel like most companies should ask you that while you're setting up your policy. But hey,
Yeah, I probably just missed it. That's all right.
yeah.
I get
Uh,
rental, like if I get a rental car normally, I get a discount. And also, like when I got all my rental cars in Florida, USA automatically, the policy that I have automatically covers a rental car that I get. So that's kind of nice. I just
that's good.
don't get one now.
Yeah.
Oh well.
Okay. Well, let's get into our topics here. So we have Sydney Sweeney, who was engaged or is engaged, sorry, not was, engaged to her fiance for I think 3 years or something like that. When I heard this news, guys, you may still have a chance. Okay. She was set to get married in May, but Sydney Sweeney reportedly postpones wedding to longtime fiance. The Hollywood actor has reportedly put her planned wedding on hiatus with claims it was set to take place in Chicago this May. Now,
Interesting.
I always forget that she's in a relationship.
Chicago. That's so random.
I wonder if one of them are from Chicago or maybe there's a venue.
Why
that
does
they're
this guy
going
look like the younger brother of the lead singer from Creed? What the heck is his name?
on.
Scott something.
Maybe.
Scott Stapp. He looks like Scott Stapp. Does anybody else see that? Am I crazy? I might be crazy. All right, anyway.
I don't see it.
Sorry.
But hey. So Sydney Sweeney has reportedly postponed her planned May wedding to longtime partner Jonathan Davino. The U.S. actor, 27, was set to walk down the aisle in Chicago in the coming months, according to TMZ. Though the outlet reports Sweeney's nuptials have now been put on ice. Sources told the publication the delay was due to both Sweeney and Davino's busy schedules. So he popped the question to Sweeney in 2022 February. After 4 years of dating, the pair kept a low profile and rarely photographed publicly together. I guess they make kind of a cute couple. Yeah.
Yeah.
But first things first, most people think they're probably in trouble. A little trouble in paradise, maybe. But do you? Because I think so.
I mean, it is, yeah. Postponing a wedding is usually never a good sign. But I mean, I'm also not her bestie. So
No, but I've never really heard like if it's a big wedding, you never hear of someone just postponing a wedding like that, right? Like unless
yeah,
this was
no.
going to be an elope, like nice quick
Yeah.
one and done. Because
I
like
mean,
if you
the only thing I could think of is if somebody was hurt. Um, that would be, like a car accident, for instance, or maybe
yeah
the venue fell through. Maybe maybe that would be a reason to postpone I mean, that would be a legit reason. I honestly, I don't know. I've never had anybody postpone a wedding.
yeah
I don't know.
you have things planned like catering, flowers, the decorations, the photographer, all of that is very costly. So to postpone that, I mean, both of them sound like they make good money, right? It's not like they're not rich, but to still do that, that's like hundreds of thousands of dollars down the drain,
Mm-hmm.
which
Yeah.
would make no sense. So
Yeah.
the couple worked closely together producing films for Sweeney's production company, 50/50 Films. The Euphoria star shared photos with Davino to Ring in New Year, giving fans a rare glimpse in their love life. Oh, okay. That is a
Oh,
really
look at
cute
that
picture.
picture. Aw.
In one snap, Sweeney could be seen passionately kissing her husband-to-be, presumably on New Year's Eve. That is a really cute photo, though. I'm not gonna lie.
It's a really cute picture.
I mean, he looks way hotter here than he does in
I like the
this photo.
shorter hair. Yeah, way better. And yeah, the beard. A lot of men just the beard is better.
It's makeup for the man's face, realistically. So Sweeney was forced to defend her relationship after she became the subject of unconfirmed affair rumors with Anyone But You co-star Glenn Powell for several months throughout 2023 and into last year. To be honest, they kind of look like a thing. And I'm also Glenn Powell.
I remember this. That movie was so good, by the way. If you've not watched it, it's really cute.
Yeah. They were spotted in Sydney, Australia in 2023. Fans pointed out their strong chemistry during the promo trail. Yeah. I don't think she necessarily has a thing with him, but I
Yeah, I
don't
think
think
that would have been
very
over and done
apparent.
with already. Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
if it was a thing, like the rumors were saying, they would have quit their engagement a long time ago. It's
Yeah.
been almost 2 years now.
We will see, guys. You guys have a chance. She might not be married for a little longer. So if you want to try and move in, good luck, I guess.
Godspeed.
I mean, Sweeney's boobies are legendary at this point.
They are legendary. They even
Oh.
trigger the lefties.
Mm-hmm. She's got nice boobies. Okay. I know a lot of people do think she has butterface though. I don't think she has the nicest face, but she also doesn't look ugly either. Okay.
She is not ugly
I'll
at
give her
all.
that. Yeah. Oh, Sydney Sweeney is engaged. She's just
They
delayed
just
the
postponed the
wedding.
wedding. Yeah.
Who postpones weddings? I don't know.
I don't know.
Chet,
Should
have
we
you ever
Google?
heard of postponed weddings?
What is the reason to postpone a wedding?
What is a good reason to
gonna Google it.
postpone a wedding? I think is a good reason to postpone a wedding. I'm waiting for chat.
Let's see. People might postpone a wedding for this is the AI answer because I'm lazy. I don't really feel like going into any more detail. Family emergencies, significant life changes like job transitions, financial challenges, issue with the chosen venue or vendors, concerns about the wedding planning process, relationship doubts, or unforeseen circumstances like a pandemic.
Hmm. Well, okay, that makes sense though, because totally forgot about the pandemic.
That's funny. I mean, it could be a financial thing. It could be a vendor thing. That would be my if nothing is wrong with the relationship them itself, and that would be my other guess. Is that something
I
went
honestly,
wrong
if
with the
I were
vendor?
her, to stave the rumors, because people are going to be like this,
Mm-hmm.
is just say that we have something happening with family or our vendors, and we just need to delay the wedding. Okay.
Yep.
Done. Deal. Easy.
Oh,
What?
no.
The pandemic is Glenn Powell.
Oh,
I think Glenn Powell is a very good-looking human
listen,
being.
y'all need to move to Texas or the Austin area because we have Matthew McConaughey, Zachary Levi, and Glenn Powell out here now. So Dennis Quaid's out here somewhere too. So
Really?
I'm just
Have you
saying.
seen them?
No, not yet. Although Matthew McConaughey came to our little town about a month ago and did like book signing and a
Oh,
Q&A
that's
afterwards.
cute.
Yeah, I couldn't get in. Tickets were sold out. So,
Mm-hmm.
but he was here.
Yep. So Sydney's work schedule might not give her much free time. She can work around it if she really wanted to. She knows the date of the wedding.
Yeah, that's probably been at least scheduled for, I would say, at least a year, maybe more.
It's not a surprise. It's been booked, I think if they're having a hard time, just elope. Why wait? They've been together for
Yeah.
7 years now. 3 years engagement, 4 years before that. I don't know. I find weddings I don't care about having a big wedding though. I know. Some people might.
Yeah, me
So
neither.
we have Staccato DDS, or as I like to call him, Dental Daddy, for $9.99 says, why did the woman divorce her husband after he booed Taylor Swift at the Super Bowl? Because she realized if that he couldn't support her favorite artist, he probably wouldn't support her either.
Boo, but a bum.
But
I mean, she does seem like she nags at the man. So there's that.
yeah,
You dodged a bullet. Godspeed, dude. Good luck. Stay away
uh,
from the Swifties.
those people who can't separate their personal self from a celebrity is really, really sad.
It is. It's so sad and creepy. Creepy.
Yeah.
It's like serial killer behavior. Calm down.
I think, well, social media has made it harder for some people to differentiate between knowing like someone, really truly knowing someone, right? The social media version versus like the actual like deep down secrets and whatnot. So
Yeah. I actually saw Brett Cooper talking about this somewhere.
Oh really?
Yeah, I don't know what led up to it. I don't know if it was clips from her video or what, but she was talking about, she's like, the problem with the celebrity is that they used to be kind of held to a higher standard, and not because of worship or whatever, but because we didn't know anything about them, right? So they lived in this class, they had the luxurious life, people wanted to be them, blah, 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 blah. And then now social media has brought them, like, they tried to be relatable and it's gone too far. Like, now we don't care. You know what I
That's
mean?
why
And
we
now
got
it's
Chelsea Handler
yes.
clips of
So
her.
you have the people, especially now, but it's somewhere in between that when the celebrities were trying to be more relatable on Instagram, like, here's the behind the scenes of my life or whatever, or I'm having a really tough day because of blah blah
Oh my
blah.
god,
I
and
don't
they're
know.
crying, no
Yes,
makeup,
you
and
had people that were their fans that could relate to that were probably lonely on their own. They may not have had a lot of friends, and so they developed this unhealthy attachment to these celebrities because it was like, not only do I love Tay Tay, but she has this problem too. Well, when she really doesn't, she was just having a bad day. You know what I mean? But because she posted it, people think they're more human than they are. They're
but
more
that
on
is
our
just a
level, not more human,
curated
more on their
version.
level. Yeah. And so they become like super obsessed with them. And that's what's created this like cult, like fan obsession with these people. And you always had the obsessors, but they were rare. Now it's, you can't throw a stone without finding somebody that's, you should be in a mental institution. So it's weird.
Oh, Epic Mike, X-Ray and Tugs are
This
my
is
besties
actual
IRL.
facts, though,
Facts.
Mike. It's actual
Facts.
facts.
And if
I
you're
will have you
not,
know, Mike,
I
that
took a
Duke
lock of your
remembers
hair
you.
and
Duke
I keep
remembers
it.
you the most, Mike, out of everybody at the
Really?
meetup. Yeah, everybody at the
Mhm.
meetup, the content house when we went that one night over there I think to pick you up. You were the only one, Mike, that Duke remembers. Every time I say Mike, he's like,
Mm,
"Oh, Mike with the good hair."
I liked it. You know what? Epic Mike does this to a lot of significant others. Um, Kara, her hubby, said his favorite person is Mike. So
Aw,
yeah.
Mike is everybody's favorite person.
X-ray, you have my hair. Unconfirmed.
I want a clone. Can we get Mike clones?
Ooh, Epic Meek. Maybe we need like a stuffed
Yeah.
animal of Epic Meek so we can carry it everywhere. Aw.
Mhm.
Oh, yes, we did meet in San Antonio. That was really fun.
Yeah,
I
that was
missed that.
fun.
I missed that. All right, so let's go to another post here. We got Pearl. I saw this last week and we
no.
kind of missed it for the week, but she posted this
Oh,
here. It's cute girl. I don't know who she is, but this is just, I'm sure she's some conservative. She's very well endowed.
She's beautiful. So I did deep diving because I had no idea who she was either. The short version is she's a conservative journalist. In this outfit, she was invited to speak at like, I don't know, CPAC or something ridiculous, new journalism wise. So she's a journalist, and apparently a really good one according to the comments. Like not just because of her looks, but she actually does really good investigative reporting and calls people out of their bullcrap and whatnot. So
Okay.
backstory. Yeah.
Interesting. Okay. So Pearl posts her picture and says, I do not care what you do, but you will not gaslight me into thinking that pose and outfit is appropriate. LOL. Women in media are so good at using their sexuality to get ahead, demanding I not notice, and also demand to be taken seriously. LMAO. So Allie here takes a picture of this post and then side by side with Pearl, who actually is wearing less clothing,
Right?
might I add, and showing more skin than this chick here. And like, I'm sorry, her dress goes down past mid thigh.
Yeah.
This lady, and Pearl's is above mid thigh.
Yeah. Especially for how tall she is. The irony, the funny thing is so that picture of Pearl, somebody posted that in response to Pearl's tweet there. And she was like, I was at a concert, whoever the person posted, like I wasn't at the White House. And everybody was like, neither was she. She was not at the White House either. Dumbass. I love that dress.
Yeah.
I found that dress, by the way. She posted, the girl who, whatever her name is, posted where she got it from. It's 113 doll hairs, and I'm this close to buying it.
Yeah. So I think there's something to be said about like, especially when you do this like quick comparison of these two photos side by side, is that I think that Pearl's dress looks too small for height, possibly because she's just really tall. She's a volleyball player.
Mhm.
But I think the fact that there is that curvature, sexualization in her eyes of her wearing the dress and the way she's posing and whatnot. But sometimes when you're just standing there, people are going to just do what they do and just judge someone and be like, that's hot, that's not. And that's fine. I think that there is maybe an underlying jealousy. I have no idea. Pearl says she's not jealous. So you do you, Pearl, if that's the case. But the fact that she is saying here that this girl is using her sexuality to get ahead, I think, Pearl, you might have to look in the mirror on your side as well. Because what is the limit for being a sexual look, right?
Mm-hmm.
Are we gonna police people and be like, when I was in school, we had to have 3 fingers for the straps. We had to have our arms down by our side. Shorts couldn't be shorter than how long your fingertips were to your, thighs.
Middle finger.
The middle usually it has to be at the middle finger, not
middle
the
finger.
thumb.
Yep.
And I freaking hated it because I have long freaking arms compared to my body. So my arms were actually like past mid thigh.
Oh no, yeah. All my
Right?
tall friends had that
It's
problem too.
not fair. Those rules were not fair, but it's like, no. Where is this line? Where are we going to say this is too sexual? This is not. And I think that's the biggest problem is that she is judge and jury on who is sexy and who is not.
Here's the thing though too, is this the girl on the right who is very, she's just cute as a button. But she could have very easily unbuttoned those buttons, speaking of buttons, and she didn't. Like she kept them up. Like she looks very much like the old flight attendants from that airplane, Pan Am. If
She
you
looks
look
like
at
a
flight
Barbie.
attendant, yeah, if you look at flight attendants from Pan Am, the flight airline in the 60s, like this is basically, I mean, their outfits were blue, but it looks very similar. It's very, very cute. And she does look like Barbie, yeah. Or Legally Blonde. A lot of people were comparing her to Legally Blonde.
Yeah.
Yeah. She's so cute. There's nothing sexual about this. I mean, yeah, she's got some boobies, but she's covered them up.
She can't
She's not flashing her
control
hoo-ha.
that either. Like she really literally cannot control how big they are. And if she was to wear this outfit that Pearl is wearing, would she then say that outfit is too sexual on her? Probably, because she's got cleavage.
Yeah. I don't know that dress would fit her, to be honest. Like as tall as Pearl is, like she's like me. She's smaller on the top than wider on the bottom. So that one definitely would not fit this girl on the right.
Yeah. Well, and to be honest, Pearl isn't dressing to her advantage. Where her cinch should happen should be a little lower, where her natural
Mhm.
curves are. Kind of like this lady,
Yep.
having that waistband be a little lower, not right under the boob. And a bra would do her well. And this baby doll does not give her any favors in the mid
No,
tummy
it's
area.
not right for her body, just like it wouldn't be right for my body. And just because we're pear shaped, you got to be very careful where the waistline sits when you're a pear shaped girly,
I
because
actually
it can
think that
make
if
you look
wore,
ridiculous.
she should have worn a full length with the
Mm,
waist cinching just a little lower, and I think it would have looked really, really nice
yeah.
on her.
Or something without even a waist cinching with a belt on her natural waist probably would have, to
Mhm.
break it up, probably would have helped too.
Yep,
I
but
say this as somebody who's not fashionable, but I'm working on it.
hey, you know what your body takes well, and I mean, I'm not someone who is pearl shaped, but I know well enough where waists sit.
Yeah.
So, oh, I think Pearl's just being Pearl, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
And I love how Allie here says, I look a lot more like Pearl than I do the other girl. This isn't a dunk on her looks. Genuinely, we could be sisters. But somehow, somewhere around middle school, your brain should start being able to tell the difference between I'm jealous of her and she's a bad person. If it doesn't become obvious to you, it quickly becomes obvious to everyone else.
Damn.
This person's maybe saying probably a good thing, or well, not a good thing, truthful thing. Pearl is
Reasonably pretty. Go
reasonably
ahead.
pretty and probably could have had a normal life with a decent husband by now if she didn't decide to be nasty to other women online for a living.
Right? Like, girl.
Mhm.
Golly.
She's not bad looking. I don't think she is. She just is leaning too far into it now in comparison.
Yeah, she looks really happy there, actually. I don't know when this picture was taken, but she looks really happy and like she looks cute there. There's like she's having fun. What happened, Pearl? Why are you so, you know what? I'll tell you what happened. It's too much
Rage bait.
on the online. Yeah, well that too, but being on the medias will
Yeah.
definitely ruin your mental state.
Yeah, and the thing is, once you find that niche, which I mean, hers was to do the red pill stuff and talk about that, and kind of, I don't know if it necessarily is mimicking, but her content was very similar to Kevin Samuel's. And the thing you want to be careful with, especially a man versus woman that is spouting this type of stuff, is that from her and the way she says it sounds like it's more of a jealous factor than maybe I want to do the world better. Even though she says she wants to make the world a better place. She doesn't give
Yeah.
options to help. She just trashes.
Yeah, it's nothing but hate all the time. Like,
Yeah.
girl.
She be
I promise
cray.
you she's not being slutty. A slutty pose would be if she was bending over. Like, bending over and
Or
looking over her
turning
shoulder.
around from her, like, that pose where
Yeah.
you the butt's toward the camera and then she turns around and has that like big
Yeah. Yeah.
booty shot.
Mhm. Mhm.
Y'all know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
So it's not it's posed, but it's not that posed. So yeah. Tugs
Okay,
is a
Pearl.
VTuber now. She has
It's okay,
changed.
Pearl. Yeah. You guys are never gonna see my 5 face again. You can see this 5.5 face animated with the
Oh my
biggie
god.
boobs
Shush you.
instead. Wait, watch. Here, I'll help you guys out. You ready? Watch this. Watch.
Your hand went in your head.
Yeah. Wait.
Oh,
Watch the boobies. You're welcome. There you go.
dang
I'll do it
girl.
again.
That was some jiggle physics. It's not at the
I
level of
told them I
skull
was like, I
play.
might create a VTuber avatar because I'm just like I'm just in pain and I can't get comfortable. And so I didn't want to have a black screen, when I'm streaming. So I was like, oh, let's just do this. And I'll make the boobs big for you guys. You're welcome.
Yep. It's kind of fun that way. I like it.
Mm-hmm.
Rhinoceros for 4.99 says the top don't match the base. Everyone knows fraud when they see it. Are we talking about Pearl still? I don't remember when this came in.
I wonder if he's talking about the journalist, maybe. I think she
Maybe.
has implants, so
Oh,
not that.
oh,
I
that's
think they're
fine. That's up to
implants.
her. And there are some people who are just well endowed too. I'd have to see her from the front.
Yeah, I honestly don't know. There is a picture she did post of her from the front, and those buttons are fighting for their life.
Oh my god. Hey, as a
Yeah.
person who anyways,
Oh, he
there's
says
certain
yes,
shirts.
Pearl. He says yes, Pearl.
Oh,
Talk about Pearl.
yeah. I think well, Pearl just I think when she started doing YouTube, she didn't exercise as much
Mm,
because she said she was
Yeah.
going pro for volleyball.
and she quit. Yeah.
So, hey, it happens to the best of us. We've all been there, okay? We've all been there. But I think she actually lost some weight since moving back to America. So, I'm confused.
Ironically.
Jason Webster, what's 10 Australian? Majority of women are intriguing. They can be intelligent, confident, soulful, passionate, sensual, sensitive. Oh my goodness. Friendly, loyal, courageous, playful, and adventurous, just like X-Ray Girl and Tugs. How do you know I am sensual? This is weird. I'm kidding.
That sensual feeling.
I mean, you guys have heard some of the dirty things I've said in live streams. Tugs is more innocent than I am, as
Well,
chat has deemed. I love how you're like semi like laughing.
I'm making all these. I have these little action buttons I can do.
Oh my god.
This is fun. Okay. Anyway, sorry.
Yes. Aw, Smooth's like Extra Girl's very nice chat. Don't be fooled. I'm very mean. I don't know what you're talking about.
She's a big meanie.
The biggest meanie ever.
She pulled my hair once.
Did I?
No.
Oh, I was like, I don't remember this. I have bad memory though. If you told me I did, I'd be like, it must have been for some like pretend I'm like flirting with you or something. I don't know.
Yo, joke's on you. I like
that. Oh, Dan Halen, you're very right. I am very jumpy.
Oh my gosh, yeah. We both are.
Mm-hmm.
Your mortuary assistant was cracking me up.
I kept dying on that second night because I didn't know what to do, clearly.
I didn't even know there were 2 nights. I didn't even make it through the first one when I played.
Well,
I got very possessed.
I mean, this was only the second time playing it on stream, so. Oopies. Shield Wall, thank you for being a member for 28 months. Says best wishes for a speedy recovery, Tugs. And I agree with that sentiment.
Thank you.
I agree.
Me too.
So, all right, let's go to I've been kind of dying to talk about this. This came out literally shortly after we had talked about this on Poor Choices last week. But the OF star Bonnie Blue.
I knew it.
Last week she had said that she was pregnant along with oh shoot, what's her name? During the horror wars.
Lily Phillips.
Lily
Still
Phillips.
waiting on that one. She hasn't come out either way yet, I don't think, has she?
Yeah. So this girl, if you don't know, she was famous because she slept with within 24 hours 8,000 men. And so last week she put out a video saying, you know, I will don't mess with my child because this child has 1,000 different dads. You're like, ooh, okay. So she's saying she's pregnant now. And we watched the video and we're like, I call BS on this. I call BS. What?
Oh my God. All right,
What?
wait, we'll talk about Lily when we're done talking about Bonnie, but I'll give you one guess.
Oh, not pregnant. All right. Let's see what she has to say.
No, I am not pregnant. Yes, I have hinted at it. And the reason being is I'm going to use the media attention and the extra income I have had over the last few days because I want to pay for somebody's IVF journey. I want to do good and I want to do better. I want to pleasure people and I don't just mean guys. Paying for someone's IVF journey is something I'm passionate about. something I want to do and something that's going to be good to do with my money. No, I
So this kind of makes me feel the
Bro.
same about the ice bucket challenge, and we kind of talked about this a while back, I believe,
Mhm.
where I think it's literally so stupid that you're wasting water and all that just to throw ice so you don't pay a charity.
Yeah. I far as I know, and I could be wrong, but everybody, for the most part, people still donate. It was just a fun, stupid thing to do. But you know what, though? With the ice bucket challenge, you know what you weren't doing is being disrespectful and rude by
And
pretending
lying?
you were pregnant. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You
Yeah.
lying, that saying like I did the ice bucket challenge, but I donated anyway, even if you lied, doesn't hurt anybody except your own morality. You know what I mean? This is yikes. And
This is
also
dirty.
you
It
don't
feels
make enough
dirty.
money. Bull crap. And all
Uh,
those people that donate the money, they should sue her to get it back.
It's not even donate, that she was using the media attention, meaning the virality of that post, to funnel more people to her OF page to look at her content. So, and we've seen it time and time again. Nala really highlighted that's what a lot of people do, become viral so that you have more subscribers. Makes
Yeah.
sense. So the fact that I don't know how much she makes, okay, but it's probably well enough. I'm sorry, what kind of lifestyle do you have that you can't just give the money for someone to have their IVF journey?
Right. I mean, IVF's expensive. I think it runs anywhere like up to 50 grand or something, depending on how things go, because it's just not very successful a lot of the time. So it depends on how many times you want to do it. But I mean, you don't make that money anyway. I find that hard to believe. But what do I know? I don't know.
Okay. I'm kind of curious. I'm just Googling how many subscribers does Bonnie Blue have. So this is an article from January 16th. Let's see if it says anything about how much she makes.
So as of January, now this is the Sun, so it's kind of a tabloid, so take this with a grain of salt. But the Sun has estimated that Bonnie Blue has a net worth of around $3 million.
3 mil. Okay.
Mhm.
She can easily.
Yeah. Really?
And especially after her stint with 1,000 men in 24 hours. I'm sorry. That's a lot. She's
Insane.
this is her saying this. So being a slut pays really well. She said this, not me.
And on average, a single cycle of IVF in the United States, well, this is the United States. She's British. I don't know what it is in British, but in the United States, it's just single cycle. So just one cycle runs between $12,000 and $20,000. They can
That's
reach upwards of 30 grand depending on factors like
that's like a
meds,
week
clinic
for
location,
her.
etc.
She doesn't need to make that much more. Why are you being such a liar, for one, to get other people to pay for her friend's IVF? If she really wanted to just help her. I don't understand why you have to make this
And
thing.
that lie. Like, I mean, I know it's the attention which you got, but so congratulations, but the heck, man? Why women are so ridiculous.
Mhm. And the crazy part is people will continue subscribing too.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, realistically, getting someone to sub and then forget about their sub makes her more money, unfortunately. So,
Yeah.
um, I'm curious to see what you're gonna say about Lily.
Oh, I put the link in the private chat.
Oh,
There's a news story. TMZ was on it.
okay.
Shout out to TMZ. They're
So,
shady, but they get the job done.
okay, so OF star Lily Phillips, no time to talk Prager news, too busy clubbing with my girls. If viral OF star Lily Phillips seriously had a bun in the oven, she isn't letting it letting it slow down her nightlife. Here is the deal. The UK starlet recently made a wild announcement that she was pregnant, and according to the photo shared along with the news, she is pretty far along.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
So she's going.
Wait until you see this outfit, though. Where is the baby? Where is it, Lily? What did you do with it? Where did
She
it
was
go?
just very gassy one night. Oh my God.
Yeah, she had too much Taco Bell, guys. I called it. Oh boy. Bless you.
Sorry about that. Lily and her gal pals, including fellow star Lena the Plug,
Lena!
we know a lot about her. Were snapped in Hollywood on Friday night, and that protruding bump from the other day seems to be gone. And while she did not really address being preggers, her girls got a good laugh out of the question and said, "Of course, it's true."
Yeah, real
Yeah, the
true.
bump is gone. I think she was wearing a little baby belly bump.
She was wearing a fake belly for sure.
Dang, again, dirty if that is true. That is true. To be clear, she very well may be a child. We don't know, but there is healthy speculation out there that Lily made the claim to tease or maybe even troll another OF starlet, Bonnie Blue, after rumors started swirling that Bonnie was preggers. However, Bonnie later shut that down, saying she let speculation run wild for a bit before slamming the idea of lying about being pregnant, potentially throwing some shade at Lily. The pair of OF starlets are seen by some competitors since their biggest claim to fame is how many men they've been boned by in a single day. For the moment, Lily did the deed with 100 men, while Bonnie claimed she got busy with more than 1,000, which, if legit, would be a new world record. Yes, it's a thing in the corn world. I don't think she did 1,000 men, by the way.
It's insane to me. The lies. I can't.
Yeah. And then, I mean, this goes on and on and on and on about stuff we already know, but it's just, this is really sad that this is where we are. This is where society is.
Yep.
I think
The crazy thing is, like, the TMZ article is like, well, we may not know if she's actually pregnant or not. Well, and okay, fine. That's a
to be
fair
fair,
statement.
we actually don't.
But she's definitely not as pregnant as she says she was in that picture with that big old belly, wearing that little tiny outfit with a drink in her hand. I'm just saying.
Let's just revisit that.
There's no way.
Yeah, girl.
It's not a
She
drink, it's a
literally looks like
wallet,
she
but-
just pooped out this baby.
Can you imagine?
I wish I could go that quickly from this to this.
That's insane, right? Man, I wish I could take a good poo and go from that to that. Jeez, oh.
Uh-huh. That is wild to me. Abso-freaking-lutely wild. So hey, you do what you want, girl. Maybe she took a pic when she had a massive food baby.
That's what I said.
Yeah.
I was like, she had too much Taco Bell.
And like
Now
you
I'm
can
hungry.
see she's kind of jutted her hips out, so she is accenting that. Now, mind you, if you're really pregnant, that's also what your body naturally does as well.
Mhm.
So can you say that's a lie or not? I don't think you can. Because your body compensates weight-wise, right? So
Yeah.
guys, let's not fake pregnancy news. I mean, I've never really tried to have a baby, and I hear that it's really hard for people to hear about that. And then when you fake it, like the April 1st news, like it sucks. No,
Mhm.
there's some things you don't joke
Yeah.
about.
Yeah, I never understood. I've never been a big fan of April Fools because the pranks went from, putting water balloons over your office chair or whatever, or fart machines or whatever, to stuff like that's where you tell your significant other or your family that you're pregnant, and it's like, it's ridiculous.
I honestly, because I've never really tried, and I've never had the issues of trying. I don't know what it's like. Maybe, I don't know. I personally do not have a problem with it, but hey, I think in this world, people do get offended a lot more easily than I would personally.
Hmm.
But I don't know. I never tried, so don't know what that's like.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Showing my
this
age. I am
is
old.
true. Pranks are fine.
Yeah,
Lying
there's
is
a
a bit different.
difference, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, especially because, like, babies are so, well, now they're taboo, but back in the day, they were a big blessing. And so you had more people back in the day be excited and be happy and like, oh, thank God. Like, especially if you've been trying for a while, and then you pull this prank. Ugh. 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 No, stop it.
So gross. So freaking
Disgusting.
gross. So yeah. All right, so we have just a couple more things I have
glad I was
collected, which I
right.
want to talk about.
Do it.
This this article, guys, this article
Oh,
killed me
no.
because the headline. So, this mother, I guess, got some sort of like reparations or money from the taxpayers, because she's low income. She got $10,800 back. Okay, for poor
A new
families.
car.
Yeah, it could be a new car. And you think that because you are a poor family, you would spend it on your family, but no. So, mom given $10,800 in taxpayer funds for poor families, spent most of it on a luxury Miami trip. I wanted to blow it. Quote.
Yo.
Wow. This is an old post from 2024, but I just thought this was hilarious. And we could talk a little bit about poor choices, indeed. Mom of three, nearly given $11K for impoverished families, had admitted to blowing most of it on a luxurious 5 days. Oh my God, to Miami. Even getting a $180 glow up to not look like a working mom while there. Okay, she didn't spend enough on it. She honestly, I would have respected if she spent more money on herself than on the trip to Miami, because that would last longer.
132 mothers in Washington, D.C. Dang. Got this. What? I want to be one of those 132.
So this is a program called Strong Families, Strong Future. Oh my God. Designed to help those living around the poverty line, according to the Washington Post. She chose to take a no strings attached 10.8K lump sum rather than $900 of monthly payouts, and immediately spent more than $6K on the trip for her three sons, and their father. I wanted to blow it. I wanted to have fun, she told the DC paper.
Well, I mean, at least she took the family with her, I guess.
Yeah.
Her husband, though, like her husband didn't say maybe we should not do
Spend it on
this.
food? Spend it on clothes?
Oh, Lord.
Spend it on accommodations? I don't know. That could have been a nicer place to live for a year.
That's a down payment on a house.
That is true.
Or it could be. I guess it depends on the economy, but
Yeah. So my kids got to experience something I would never have been able to do if I didn't have that money. Okay, technically that is facts. For the trip, Miller bought 50 new outfits for her children, one for each child for each day of the vacation, proudly telling the DC paper every outfit they wore was new. She also spent $180 getting her hair and nails done makeover, excitedly recalling how good she looked for the trip. So that wasn't even long term. God, actually, that's not bad for hair and nails done.
yeah, no kidding. That's pretty cheap, actually.
That is pretty cheap. Okay, maybe she went frugal somewhere. Because when I get my nails done, like hands and toes, it's like what, 70, $80?
I mean,
So,
just my fingernails back when I was 80. Yeah, and that was with tip. So probably 60,
yeah.
65.
I didn't have to look like a working stressed mom, she said after the pricey glow up. Then in Miami, Miller spent much of her new cash on steak dinners, new gadgets, and toys for the children, and a boat tour past some of the city's most expensive mansions. She justified her spending by saying she hoped to inspire her children and teach them that if they work hard enough, they may one day be able to afford one of the mansions. Miller
What?
then, I don't think
That's your justification, ma'am. You're not
You-
working hard enough,
you
clearly,
got
which is
it
how
for
you
free.
qualified for this. What the Oh my. If you
And
work
that's the
hard enough,
problem.
you too could be poor and get free money and blow it. Yay. What?
Okay, I respect this here. Miller then ate up the remainder of the funds on bills and used car.
That should have been the first thing you did.
Honestly,
talking about?
agreed. It should have
You're
been a
doing this
car.
backwards.
And then the bills, pay all the bills. Make sure they're all paid for. And she could have bought like some more not as nice outfits, but enough to get the kids better clothed.
Here's the thing. I get where, because if anybody's known anybody in their lives or has been very poor, growing up or whatever. You want to give your children experiences that you never got to, right? I knew a kid that I grew up with in Vegas that their family was so poor that she has literally never been out of the state because they couldn't afford to drive to California to even go to the beach. That's how poor they were. So yeah, when I understand giving your kids experiences, right? We'll never get to do this again. Let's go semi balls to the wall. Let's go to Disney. Let's go to the beach, whatever. But let's take care of our responsibilities first. And then whatever money may or may not be left over, that's when you go,
But
guess
that's
what,
the smart decision. That's what
Yeah.
most normal people
Doing this
do.
backwards.
Like, you pay for all your bills first, and then you go, okay, how much money do I have left over to play with, right? After you do the savings and all that. Because guess what? She could have had that money, put it just straight in investments,
Yeah.
make money off your money. But no. She got to spend $6K on a luxury trip. Whew. So she claimed that she needed the money because her financial situation worsened after she had her third son in the summer of 2022. Clearly, she didn't actually need that money. She paused her education to receive a degree in social work to focus on the growing family and was living in a subsidized 2-bedroom apartment at the time. She also was receiving funds from the Temporary Assistance to Needy Family Fund, which helped her cover her $120 a month rent.
Must be nice. That's my insurance. Just throwing that out there.
So, but still, Miller said she was struggling to make her food stamps last. Groceries. Ugh. If you're struggling with food, why are you spending it in Miami?
Right. Thank
You
you.
could have. Okay, if she went for steak dinners every night, she could have bought steak, and that would have lasted 3 weeks.
Mm-hmm. Longer,
Instead.
depending on where you go. Like if she had anybody that had like a Sam's Club or a Costco membership, you could have gone into one of those. Like they can take you in there with them, and you could have bought like steak in bulk for probably cheaper than whatever steak dinners you were buying for your husband and your 3 kids, and yourself. Maybe.
Now remember, chat, she lives in subsidized housing because income not enough. I don't know, whatever her circumstances are, that she can't afford it. And if you apply for the right thing, you do get subsidies like this from the government. So I know. If I paid rent, the last time I paid rent, it was like $1,800 for a 2-bedroom.
I think I'm calling it right now. It's Section 8.
I don't know what that is. Can you explain it to?
It's how do I put this nicely without us getting banned on YouTube? Certain communities have housing, apartments mostly. Although Vegas is doing neighborhoods now, so kudos, where you are basically put in the housing for next to nothing rent-wise. It's designed for poor families on food stamps and whatnot, so you pay
so
super
subsidized
cheap rent.
housing.
Yeah, super cheap.
There was one subsidized like condo that was near my like parents' place, like probably like a 10-minute walk. That area, you could hear gunshots in. So I don't know. Ooh.
Yes, yep, that would be the community. Yep, same thing. Yeah, nothing good happens in Section 8. Most people are. I mean, if you're smart, you're trying to get out of there because it's not the best. But yeah, I mean, you get to live there for $120 a month, so kudos, and somehow still be broke.
Honestly, it's not worth it to me, and I get it why people are there. But if it has to deal with safety, oh my God, not worth it. Not worth it. I would be climbing my way out. And if I got $11,000, you best be like, I'm putting that towards education, debt. I don't know, some way to get me out of more debt and make more money. Gunshots are the good Section 8. Some cannot afford it. Oh my God, single guy cooking.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Oh, well, and shield wall. This is another thing that is a problem with some of these rules.
Government funding.
You actually get more money the more kids you have, and so there is an incentive for some of these families to just keep popping them out.
Yep.
So, unfortunately, okay.
Yep.
How we all think is not the same across the board. Because to me, when I'm thinking, oh my God, I'm gonna have another kid, that is another financial burden. They're looking at it as more money.
Right.
So,
and the other thing too is on the the stamp situation, the food stamps or whatever they call it nowadays. I'm always curious. I like to watch. This is creepy in a way, but I like to watch those people check out at the grocery store, and some of the stuff that they buy, you're like, really? That's what you choose to buy with that? Like, ma'am. Like her saying, well, our groceries last us the first 3 weeks of the month, but then I have to like scramble for the last week. What are you buying? Are you going in there and are you buying like meats that you can make multiple meals out of? Are you getting potatoes? Are you getting rice that you can whip up with some bone broth or whatever? Are you getting stuff like that? Or are you coming out of there with the majority of ho-hos and ding-dongs and sodas and juices and stuff that doesn't last long in general? What are you shopping for is my question.
Mm.
I mean, I know you have kids and they're growing and they're going to eat a lot, but I'm just, you can pre-make a bunch of food and make it last as long as you need to. What do you got? What you got there, ma'am?
I don't know.
I'm just curious.
So yeah, she says it lasts, but it cuts close. Now she said she has opened a savings account in which she hopes to keep $50 and insisted the
Wow.
government fund program taught her how to save money for the future. I don't know, your actions don't say that.
$50 also, like, even if you have a savings account, which I'm not judging here because I learned this too not too long ago. Like, when you open a savings account, you want to look for one that's going to pay you interest back. So, and then you can transfer $2, $3, whatever, but you're making interest on the money that you have in that account. And so if hers isn't doing that, that $50 is just going to sit there and collect. Not like it's not going to do anything.
It's like
$50 isn't even gas now.
Pennies.
Like, where?
So she is set to begin a new remote job that pays $30 an hour. Good for her. An opportunity she credits with confidence she gained in the program. A lot of communities in my area don't know the financial gain of credit or saving for your kids. That's why we're broke. That's why we don't have nothing to pass down or no house to give down, Miller explained. I'm trying to get to the level where I'm passing something down that really matters so I can be set and my kids can be set, but they don't need to push so hard like I'm doing now. I think that your actions don't reflect what your words are saying. And that's the sad part
that's
about
so
it.
weird. She's
You
so
literally-
logical here. That's so
Yeah.
crazy.
She literally sounds like she's spouting all the same things that she's learning, but I don't think she understands it because 11K could have done so much. She could have saved for her kids' funds. She could have put them in a hobby that would have helped enrich their experience. Because that's another thing that kids don't ever like experience is like playing soccer in a
Mhm.
league or going to play piano if they wanted to. I don't know. Just those little things. Damn.
Yeah.
$30 an
She's
hour,
so
though, is
logical
good.
at the end here. She's got this new job, which is great. I hope she keeps it. And I hope she does well. Like, kudos. And she's so logical in this last sentence. But it's like, where was that mentality when you had this money?
Yeah.
You make sure you're okay first, and then you go play. Like, you're in DC. Take him to Six Flags. It's literally across the border. Why are you gonna go to Miami? Why are kids in Miami? Don't bring your kids to Miami.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Also, did they drive down? Did they fly down? Like, ooh.
Oh, who knows? Ooh, first class. Let's go.
I mean, I would love to fly first class. Never done that. Never done that. But anyways, let's see. I have a bunch of stuff that's like kind of old news, but I think
That's fine.
maybe we should keep it there because I know you're probably starting to feel a little sore.
I'm a little sore. I'm not too bad though. That's up to you.
We got rhinoceros for another $10. If I were if I were where we are, but it's more of the symptoms of the decades of corruption, it's nicer to see some daylight. Buckle up, everyone. Simp.
Symptoms.
Symptoms. Thank you, rhinoceros. Hopefully I didn't butcher that. I apologize. Where are the shots of what? I have I've been trying to do a health kick ever since Florida. I have gone cold, dead, sober, everything.
Nice. I was doing really well with my working out, so now I've been very lax.
I think the hardest part for me was I might have imbibed a little bit, and then when I got a little sick, and then I had to take some medication, and then I was like, well, I'm not sleeping well. I might be relying on a couple little things that are Canadian. and on drinks. And so, I'm just
That are
saying a big FU to alcohol.
They're relying on things that are Canadian. I'm like, oh, she's chugging maple syrup.
Like, yeah, guys, I've been just on this maple kick and it's just not good for me. I just want to get rid of it. Okay. I've been oozing maple syrup out of my pores. After episode 100, I'm not surprised. Yeah.
Oh, Lord. I've actually been I didn't go cold turkey, but I've been cutting back. Well, not this week though. All right. F
Yeah.
that.
Did I overdo it in Florida? I actually didn't drink in Florida, which actually for me, I felt that was good because I was on some antibiotic meds. And so I couldn't drink. Otherwise, one drink would have. And I kind of liked being sober at the meetup. Like I was very aware of myself. Not that I make a fool out of myself, okay? But sober cast, yeah. I need a pickle juice. Maybe. But yeah, melatonin. No, in Canada, the stuff that's legal there, California, just to help with sleep. I didn't want to have help with sleep anymore because I always wake up between 4 or 5 in the morning every single morning. And I still do. So I'm hoping that it normalizes eventually. So, yeah. The maple leaf. Exactly, milk toast. Thank you. I've been imbibing on the maple leaf. I freaking love that. But anyways, let's see. This week I have tomorrow, I think I'm gaming with Kara. We're going to be playing Saints Row 4. Some more crazy, insane stuff to happen. The maple leaf cookies, yes, absolutely. Wow, J-Red, I have ADD. I'm watching this live and an old poor choices about sleuths. Oh my god. Oh my god, Rhinoceros with the $49.99. Thank you so much. Says corruption has no place here. Anyone complaining about us saving cash, or US saving cash is guilty of the fraud. We ain't seen shiz yet.
Oh my gosh, thank you for the $49.99. I'm sorry, I really had to
I feel like this is a puzzle Rhinoceros is giving us, and I feel like I need to solve this puzzle.
The puzzle has been solved. It was $49.99.
Wow. Oh my gosh. But yeah, thank you, Rhinoceros, for sure. Tugs, what do you have coming up?
Tomorrow is Thursday. Morning roasts. Right?
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
Oh my god, I forgot
Morning
about morning
roasts.
roasts.
Morning roasts in the morning. I have a stream scheduled for tomorrow. Tomorrow night,
hope
my
you can do
normal
it.
shenanigans. Yeah, I should be okay to do it. I don't, unless something comes up, we have to go get my license plates for my car and like deal with that. So we'll see. I may just go to bed. We'll see how that goes. And depending on what the lawyer says and all that. But yeah, my schedule's up on my Twitch. And basically have a stream scheduled for the next 8 days because Duke is working. So we'll see. But yeah, we'll
let's
see.
hope it works.
Yeah.
Christopher Peak, member for 3 months, says get better soon, Tugs. Agreed. I hope you do get
Thanks.
better soon.
I hope so too.
So.
I'm tired of being sore.
Yeah, get all the rest, Tugs. All right. So we will see you guys next week, same time, 7:30 p.m. Central. I will be back home by then. So
Yay.
you'll see me back there. And then yeah, we'll see you guys. And I hope you have a good night. And we'll talk to you later. Bye.
Bye.